It's the book of Alpha running, man, homie. Read it or weep. Women think they know what men want. That's why they always find themselves in these situations where they think they're doing something that pleases a man or keeps a man in a mindset where he's going to view her as a valuable piece of the puzzle of his life. But what women need to understand is that men don't care about your love. Men don't care about your body, so to speak. You know, unless you're bringing a man a body that hasn't been tampered with before, then you're just bringing him another body. Now, of course, you know, we can get into the numbers, but we won't do that here. But what I'm telling you, women, is there are two things that men want. And your love and your sex aren't two of those things. Let's take a deep dive on this one. But first, let's elevate to a higher plane. Prepare for takeoff. Now, in the large scheme of things, you know, men and women will have to understand that when it comes to what men want in a relationship, women have not been designed to give us that. Women have been designed to give us love, but they can't give us love, so we don't believe in that. They have been designed to give us sex, but they give sex to so many men that we can't value that anymore. The only thing an alpha male needs from a woman is respect and obedience. Now, when I say the word obedience, women automatically fly to a different mindset. Well, I'm not a slave and I'm not. No, see, obedience is not something that a slave would have a choice in doing. A slave didn't obey. A slave just did what he was told because there were consequences and repercussions. There was punishment, possibly even death. What we want is a woman who is obedient by choice. I don't want to have to threaten you with violence. I don't want to have to threaten you with leaving you. I don't want to have to threaten you with anything. I want you to be obedient because you want to. You see, I'm not going to build myself up and be this amazing man who knows all of these amazing things and who can accomplish all of these amazing feats, only to have a woman who's going to act like she knows as much as I do. Only to have a woman who's going to act like she's as righteous as I am. Only to have a woman who's going to act like she's as logical as I am. When we know none of those things are true. See, a woman can get a beta male with her sex. And so she believes that all men are beta males. Even when a woman senses her energy is different, she's still going to believe in the power of the P. You know what I'm saying? She believes that the power of the hot pocket is something that no man can resist. And so she hasn't been built or trained to understand that that doesn't matter to an alpha male. Because we can get that. You understand? I can get that. The brothers in the chat, we can get that. The brothers on Patreon, we can get that. The brothers in the alpha sphere worldwide, we can get that. That's nothing. That doesn't separate you from any other woman. And you can say how many men you've been with. If the number isn't zero, who cares? Literally, if the number isn't zero, then the number doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Because you could say if a woman has been with 50 men, she's got 50 men spirits in her, but guess what? What if the majority of those men were good guys? You understand? And then you could take a woman that's been with one man, he could be the devil incarnate. So we're not even talking about the numbers. We're talking about the energy and effort it takes to do something. It takes a woman no effort to have sex. All she has to do is be aroused. But it takes a woman effort to be obedient because she doesn't want to be obedient naturally. It takes thought, it takes effort, and that's why they're so against it. They're not so against it because it's bad or it makes them less of a woman. They're so against it because it takes a level of effort that a woman isn't willing to put in the modern times, man. That's why I tell men all the time, if you ain't already got a wife, you shouldn't worry about having one. Because you're not going to have one. Not one worth keeping. As men, we must keep in mind, man, that the majority of women out here do not have what it takes to be a wife do not have what it takes to be dedicated to you in any type of relationship that would even, be a simulation of a monogamous relationship. They don't deserve that. Now, am I saying you should just be out here pumping and dumping? No, I don't believe in the pump and dump. I never have. I've always spoken against the pump and dump. The pump and dump is a man who needs validation from a woman. He needs validation. Not necessarily validation to make him feel better or make him feel like a man, but he needs emotional validation. He needs the validation of the pain. The pain needs to be resolved that he feels from whatever woman did him, whatever kind of way she did him. But us as alpha men, we don't have those issues. And that's why the majority of women that we come into contact with, when you get to an advanced level of your alpha, then you're not going to even have sex with a woman who has no potential to be a contributor to your life in any way. Because sex is not a contribution to your life. Your sex is a contribution to hers. Really, your sex is a contribution to hers. I'm so adamant about not just having sex with random women for one reason. Because I'm a very considerate lover. You understand what I'm saying? I'm very considerate of a woman's body. I'm very considerate of her erogenous zones. I'm very considerate of her pleasure. Not that I set out to please her, but if she's being pleased, then the experience is more pleasurable for me. It's like the difference between, a wet towel and a dry towel. You know what I'm saying? You can't lather up a dry towel. It's got to be wet for you to lather it up. So, I say that I want you men to understand that it's okay for us to feel like this. It's okay for us as men to believe and understand that the way we want to live our lives is the way we want to live our lives. You understand? We don't have to be in a scenario where we just have to accept what women offer if they're not offering anything. Because I say again, for an alpha male, her sex is not an offering because she's offered it to men, and not all of those men were alpha. Every woman out here can't say every man she's been with is alpha. Even if she's been with one, he probably wasn't alpha. And most women haven't been with one. So for her to offer me something that she's already given to beta males, I don't care about that. For her to offer me something that she's already offered lesser men, I don't care about that. What we have to understand is that she has to contribute something that she doesn't contribute to anyone else. And we know these days these women are not obedient. She has to give me obedience because that's something that I know she has to work to give me. She has to bite her tongue to keep from saying some flip. I'm not going to deal with that flip mouth. A woman has to work to not smart off and talk crazy. And not just hood chicks, all of them have to work. Hood chicks are a lost cause. They're not going to be able to stop. That's just how they're wired. But all women feel like I can say what I want to say. I'm grown. I'm this. No, you can't say what you want to say. And I don't have to force you to not to. You force yourself not to say what you want to say. You force yourself to bite your tongue and not say anything that's going to be incendiary. Because I'm not a patient man when it comes to that. I'm not a calm man. I'm not a man who's going to say, well, she's a woman. I'm just going to let her say what she want to say. I'm not that man. None of us alpha men are that. And so I want you women to understand that you have to keep in mind that an alpha man wants you to put in work. Because we put it, let me tell you what the thing is. The alpha man has already put in the work to make himself the type of man that makes you feel the way he makes you feel. The type of man who brings things to your life that no man has ever brought to your life. You could get money from any man, but you can't get insight on life from any man. You can't get the type of information that's going to instantly improve your life, and even better, give you the opportunity to give you what you need to improve your life on your own. So even when you're not with that alpha male anymore, because it's going to come a time where you're just not going to be willing to do the things that you said you were going to do in the first place. And even when you're not with that alpha male, all the information he gives you, you're going to be able to take it with you. So the alpha male has already put the work in to make himself who he is. The alpha male has already put in the work. The alpha male didn't bring anything to the table because the alpha male became the table. That's what women don't understand. I don't have to bring anything to the table. I am the table. I'm the table. When I say, what are you bringing to the table? I mean, what are you bringing to me? What are you bringing to me? And I only ask two things. Shut uppiness and obedience. Those two things cover respect. Shut uppiness and obedience. That's all you have to do. Bite your tongue when you know you should. If you have to think twice about what you're about to say, don't say it. If you have to wonder if what you're saying is gonna make me snap, don't say it. You understand? If you had to say, well, I don't want to start, then don't say it. Yeah, bite your tongue. Same way you do at your job. If you got a business, same way you do with your employees. Same way you do when you're at the bank. Bite your tongue. I'm the most valuable commodity in your life, no matter what you have. Any woman who has an alpha male in her life, he is the most valuable commodity you have. You will never have anything more valuable than an alpha male in your life if you're a woman. You simply won't. And so if you've got an alpha male in your life, you better appreciate that man. You better do whatever you got to do to keep him. And two of the things that you have to do is practice and exhibit shut-uppiness and obedience. We have to have shut-uppiness and obedience. As alpha men, we need it. We have to have it. I want you to remember that. I want you to understand that. Because your love, which is some that I don't even know what it is. You tell me it's something, but I don't even know what it is because it doesn't keep you from doing unscrupulous things. It has never kept you from doing anything, ungodly to a man if you get in your feelings or feel a certain way about it. So whatever love you feel for a man is weaker than all the other emotions you feel. So if you love a man, your anger will make you do something that, that disengages that love or displays something opposite of that love. If you feel lonely or you feel sad, it'll make you do something that totally offends that concept of love. So it's not that your love isn't there, it's that it's not valuable because it's not even valuable to you. It's not the best emotion you can give. You understand? I mean, sadness is a stronger emotion. Sadness will make a woman do more for a man than her love will. You understand? I'm talking about low self-esteem will make a woman do more for a man than love will. The need for validation will make a woman do more for a man than love will. Love will not make a woman do anything for you. So we don't need your love. We need your respect. We want your respect. That's the only way you're going to be able to be around an alpha male is if you understand that your respect is the most important thing. All of these other things don't matter. Respect is all that matters. And if you can't give that, if you're not willing to give those things, then I don't know what to tell you. All I can tell you is that there's no possible way that you and I are going to be able to have anything meaningful. We're not going to be able to have anything meaningful. We're not going to be able to have anything that matters to me because I know that nothing we have matters to you. Keep your love. Give it to a guy who needs to be loved by a woman. Your sex, if you want to give it to somebody else, fine. You could give your sex to someone else as long as your respect, shut-uppiness, and dedication comes over here. Respect covers obedience, shut-uppiness, dedication. You do all of those things because you respect a man, not because you love him, not because you're infatuated with him, not because you lust after him. I've had plenty of women lust after me. All they wanted to do was jump my bones. I had plenty of women infatuated with me. All they wanted to do is jump my bones and talk to me about the fantasy that they have about us riding off into the sunset, about me being her knight in shining armor like she's Cinderella or some crazy and I found a glass slipper on a stairway of the palace. That's what I'm talking about. Any emotion that a woman feels toward you is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. I would rather have a relationship based on respect with a woman than a relationship based on love. I don't want a relationship based on love. Because I've seen what happens when a woman takes those vows that are quote unquote based on love. Nothing happens that's going to benefit a man. Nothing happens that's going to make a man feel complete. Nothing happens that's going to make a man feel like this woman is truly a companion. Nothing's going to happen that's going to make this man feel like this woman truly loves him. All of these words that are used in those scenarios, women never do anything to make those scenarios come to fruition or even seem like they're reality. That's why men are so miserable in relationships because men won't simplify their demands. All I demand from you, shawty, is respect to my process, to my way. Because the bottom line is, with me being who I am, my way is always going to be the best way. And so my way or no way is the mantra that I live by. And if you're going to be in my life, reaping the benefits of being in the presence of an alpha male on a regular basis, then it's going to become your mantra as well. Y'all comment down below and let me know what you think about this topic, man. I look forward to hearing what you men have to say. It's the book of Alpha Running Man, homie. Read it.